Welcome back to the Sip to Tally preseason power rankings. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today we're on team number 26. Yesterday was team 27. It was the Las Vegas Raiders, and they finished with a 21.66667. As far as the individual position groups, I have the quarterback at 10, running back at 17, wide receiver at 32, tight end at 9, O-line 24, defensive line edge group 25, linebacker 22, cornerbacks 32, and safeties 24. So a little bit about today's team. They've been stuck in QB purgatory for a long time. They jumped out and got a guy that has a ton of potential, hasn't really lived up to that potential. Some think he'll never live up to that potential. They lost one of their captains a few days ago. Now, I will preference this, that captain is figured into this equation, so maybe a little skewed a little bit. But today's team for Tuesday is the New York Jets. Let's get into what the New York Jets have offensively and defensively, and what they drafted to try to help their team in 2025. All right, let's take a look at the draft picks for the New York Jets in 2025. Trying to boost their O-line still, they drafted Amon Membu out of Missouri. Came back with Zach Taylor's son, Mason Taylor. He's a legacy for the Jets. And Mason is darn good at the tight end position. Came back with Azareye'h Thomas from Florida State. Not the fastest DB, but a man-to-man specialist. Arian Smith, wide receiver from Georgia, who's a speed demon. Malachi Moore in the 4th round from Alabama, safety. Linebacker Francis Mauga from Miami, and Tyler Barron, a defensive end from Miami. So they got another O-lineman to boost their O-line. And then they just tried to filter out the best player available throughout the rest of the draft, ending with 3 straight defensive draft picks. And their offense is rounding out. And their defense was pretty good, but in name, they didn't produce like they should have last year, and that's why your Jets are here. But let's get into where I have each one of them. Let's start with the offense. Offensive side, you're starting with Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor, Adrian Martinez, and Brady Cook. Fields and Tyrod, that's a really good backup for Justin Fields. 2 guys similar. I still think Tyrod got screwed out of his opportunity in Los Angeles with the Chargers, but I ain't gonna talk about that today. But Justin Fields, this is your chance to shine, and if you can do it, you better do it now, or they're gonna start to railroad you, and you're gonna be in the Tyrod Taylor role, like a permanent backup for other quarterbacks. Running back, Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis, Kiki Ngwangu. Breece Hall, I love. Braylon Allen is a bull. Braylon Allen still may not be but 21 years old, if that. Isaiah Davis, a guy they picked up, and Keeney is a super fast scat back return guy. That backfield is decent. It's decent. If Breece gets back to 100%, and then Braylon can get better at what he was last year, they have a really good backfield back there. Going to the wide receiver room, Garrett Wilson, Josh Reynolds, Allen Lazard. All I see is Garrett Wilson. I see Garrett Wilson. Josh Reynolds is a little bit. Lazard is an older guy. They got Malachi Corley, who they didn't use that much. Xavier Gibson is their return guy. I just don't see a lot in that wide receiver room other than Wilson. And I think Wilson was affected by the combination of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, so he didn't progress anymore. But I just see Wilson, and I don't see any other real legit threat. All right, going to tight end room. Mason Taylor is probably going to start. Jeremy Rucker behind him, Stone Smart. Coming in and having to start the rookie at that position. And I think he's NFL ready because of the pedigree, and so his dad probably, got him up to speed on what to expect and how to work. But he still got to go into his grown man body, and he won't be great yet, but I think he'll be great down the line because Mason's a really good tight end. And I'm not just saying that because of who his dad is and what his dad did. The kid can play football for real, for real. Going to the O-line. Olu Fashanu was a high pick last year. John Simpson went there and played pretty darn well. Tipman, Vera Tucker played well. Then they're sliding in Membu as their right tackle. So you're starting a freshman at right tackle. And honestly, they solid up front to me. Olu will be better this year, as his second year. You see what you got out of Simpson, Tipman, and Tucker. Their guards and a guard combination was legit. And then you add Membu to that. So the O-line ain't bad. Not bad at all. Let's see what I have them ranked. Quarterback, 28. Running back, 21. Wide receiver, 25. Tight end, 31, simply because you start Mason and you really ain't got a recognizable name behind him. Offensive line, they got him at 10. Now, again, like I said a few seconds ago, that offensive line is not bad. It's legit. It's legit. Depending on what they get out of Membu, it could be pretty darn good, too, depending on how well he adjusts to the NFL game. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. All right, on the defensive side, starting Will McDonald, Quinn Williams, who's Taylor the third? Trying to remember. Leonard Taylor, and then Johnson, the defensive end. Now, while they have names up here, this front four didn't produce like I felt like they should have. And while Quentin is one of the best defensive linemen out there, he didn't produce at that level last year. And that maybe it's because the other guys didn't produce and he was allowed to be doubled. But based off last year, Quentin didn't show out like I feel like he's capable of showing out. Go to the linebackers. Now, this is the group that I said that they had a great end that retired, and that's C.J. Mosley. So, when I go to the next scene and you see the numbers, C.J. Mosley was factored into that count. Now, they still, Quentin Williams' little brother, which is Quincy Williams. He might be his big brother, but it's his brother anyway. And then Jermaine Sherwood. I think it's Jermaine. Yeah, Jamin Sherwood. They ain't bad either. Not bad either, but that group would have been a lot better with C.J. Mosley and what he brought to the table. When you look at cornerbacks, they got one of the best cornerbacks out there in Sauce Gardner. They got Brandon Stevens from the Ravens, who gave up a lot last year. And I mean a lot. And he's going to be targeted again this year, which playing opposite of Sauce. So he's going to get a lot of targets over there. Then the slot, they have Oliver. So the cornerback room is okay. Then on the back end, you got Andre Cisco and Tony Adams. So some okay guys. Let's look at what I got them scored. I'm trying to stay under 10 minutes today. Defensive line groups, I have it 32. Now I know, what are you doing? They got Quentin Williams. Wow. Because the other guys didn't step up. Quentin wasn't allowed to be the beast he was on a consistent basis. So I got it. He was allowed to be doubled and triple teamed, then other guys didn't take advantage of it. So this is where they at. 32. Sorry. Linebacker room, again, it included Mosley in it, so that's why it's at 10. Cornerback room is 13. I think Sauce is the big part of that number, and Brandon Stevens ain't bad. He just don't play the ball, and Ravens fans know that. And if he starts to play the ball, if they coach unlocked him finding the ball and whatever, he'll be a better cornerback, because he was in coverage in phase a lot. He just couldn't make plays on the ball, and miraculously, people made amazing catches on him all the time. And then when you look at the safety room, I have their safety room at 21. So you put all those numbers together, divided by 9, you come up with 21.66667. And this is your number 26 team on the Sip the Tally Power Rankings. So I appreciate you guys coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know if you agree or disagree, especially with the defensive line group. Put it in the comment section, and I'll be there to chit chat with you. Peace and love. I got it under 10 minutes today. Trying to streamline this thing.